Greetings everyone, how good of you to join and welcome back to Tropico 6-hour Paradise Island. And yeah, we're looking at my cargo airport at the moment because we're about to make the biggest export profit ever that we've had so far, right? And that is an expected revenue at the moment at 280,000, 290,000. We're going towards 300,000 with just one cargo plane right now. And there's also lots of trucks piling up here, even merging together just to save some time there, I guess, and make things a bit easier. The biggest question to me is, where is the cargo plane? It's coming in 8 months still. No, there it is, right? So it was reset, of course. And there it is with over $300,000. That's actually quite a nice haul that we've had there now at the moment. It's also election time once again. Our approval ratings is at 91%. I think we can actually be happy with that somehow. And we continue onwards with some construction, that is, of course, on our Paradise Island. And boy, construction it is. Look at that. Something big is about to happen on the... What is it? Anyway, I think the east coast of Tropico. And over there, we have lots of buildings coming up. We have, of course, a beautiful ocean view, right? So this is just how a paradise should be. And of course, here we're going to prepare everything for mass tourism. That is my next step for Tropico. And for that, 2 airports are already functioning. Of course, they're not getting in a lot of tourists at the moment, right? And we do need to finish all of that first. Now, there is the thingy with the construction workers, of course. I do have a metro station here. I mean, with that kind of money, we could just instantly finish all of that. But I think that's not really the idea, right? Let's build the metro station here. That we build instantly. And next to the metro station, we're going to have a nice construction office. I mean, construction creates jobs, right? And jobs is definitely something I do need right now. Let's go ahead, make this one, and also add more job positions to this. This should fill up really quickly there, to be honest. And actually, you know what? Let's just have the next one then here as well right away on the back of it. And also finish this one instantly. So these 2 offices here are now responsible, already full, responsible for the whole construction of my tourism. And in that case here, the metro station close by should make sure that they can actually live in Tropico, in the main city, and yeah, just come back here from time to time. Now, I would also like to check my tourist rating at the moment. It's at 77. This is pretty important because, of course, we want to get as close to 100 as possible in order to fill in all these hotels. Because someone actually needs to get here, of course. And for that, I'm preparing my next fantasy reviews. Of course, this is all not totally faked, right? These are real tourists. We're just asking them on the streets. The first hotels are coming up. Here we have one. The first restaurant is coming up. And there's already their first guests, even though there's nothing here at the moment to see, really. But of course, they are eager to try out the food in the location. Another fantasy review has been finished. Oh, we're still at 77. All right. It will probably take a bit more time for that. Just making sure that work modes are right. And as we can see now, really, things are kicking off a bit more with all these construction workers now in the area. Finishing that. Of course, that's going to be a lot of jobs as well for us. And that's a good thing, of course. There's another metro station finished right here for the luxury district, of course, that is. And I'm expecting then also some guests to come in here. By the way, this is my tourist port with the economy liner. Must be well off. Of course, we want to get the luxury liner in, right? Economy liner does not make sense. There's those poor families coming in right now in the middle of nowhere. And there's nothing here for them to see. And of course, they're going then where? To the metro station up there. Because they certainly cannot live in one of my luxury hotels. So off they go. What I can notice right away, of course, we will need a parking garage also for the port. So there is tourists coming in. Of course, rich tourists can afford some cars right away. So I should prepare this.
I have so many ideas for you.
Who is that? Social activist Jesus Fuego. And he's on his way to someplace. I don't know. We've lost him just there. Another fantasy review finished. Does it really increase it now? Yes, 78 we are. That's the important thing here. Alright, power is the next thing that I would like to look out for that. Look at that. Yep. This hotel here just outside of it is unfortunately not within my range. So let's just build another substation. So I was with the research, right, for the tourist port. We need to get this. And there it is. We can instantly finish it. Only 375 research points. I mean, we do have a lot of research points thanks to the research institute that we have already unlocked, right? So we can just go crazy on these researches. However, I always like to have some banked. Let's go ahead. A luxury liner it is. Tourists arriving at this port are rich. And the passenger capacity is also reduced by 60%, which is fine. Rich tourists are not in the high numbers, right? They're just in the high paying area. Also, the first super villa has been finished and there's already someone living in it right away. Filthy rich. No residents. Alright, we can also have some interesting work modes here. I'm not going to have any upgrades yet before everything is finished. A golf course, also now up and running. This is looking like a very ominous person working at the golf club. Looks a bit shady to me there, to be honest, but okay. Tourists are rolling in with the planes. So there was 40 plus here, and there was a flat 50 tourists coming in here now. So I guess now that the hotels are finished, we get all kind of creeps. With back pains, it seems like it. So she's definitely in for my health centers. Election rigging, no, of course we don't need to do this. We have perfectly fine people. And yeah, it's coming along right now. Also, the economy hotels are finished. Already the first one is full. Trade for cars has been finished. We have a good one here at the moment for cars. Pharmaceuticals is missing though. There is one good with the Middle East with 40% increase. So let's sign this one. Plastics we definitely will need for ourselves. Wool, aluminium, that's it though. Unfortunately, I don't think anything else. Chocolate. Chocolate is something we produce in high quantities. Also in high qualities, of course. And apparel, we already have an export there working. So let's not overextend it. Both casinos are up and running now too. By the way, this one is looking a bit out of place here. Let's get this one a bit closer, perhaps. There it is, towards the road. Wait a second, we might actually move both of them a bit back and then have just some parks in between. Parks also kind of like count as a road access. Global financial predicament. Banks are financial institutes, Presidente, and like any institution, they are full of mad people. Like an incompetent chauffeur, the bankers have driven our economy to the brink of disaster. Pecuniary profits are down. The revenue generated by offices, banks, and offshore offices is decreased by 75%. This could actually hurt us pretty bad. I mean, we are an honest economy, are we not? But even honest economies do need to have some side production. Revenue, miscellaneous interest was at 18,000. Tourist services, tourist fees. Where's my local services? Fees, hospital, no. Offshore was 70,000 so far. Holy cow. So this is tanking really hard at the moment now with that. And offices? Offices, 120,000. Holy cow, we are making a lot of money out of these. And the profit from that is tanking. So we'll definitely see a bit of a hit there to my money there, I think. Let's go ahead and have us some parks now to this area, right? So we have this leisure area. And I definitely want to have some parks in between to make it more beautiful. The tourists are already flooding in. Cocktail bar has the first guests already. Nightclub. And the gourmet restaurant is also filling up. Of course, these are only getting fuller the more tourists we have. So let's just make this area crazily beautiful with those parks. Might also have a bigger park over there. Anniversary park or something like that. Just makes a real difference, right? To add these smaller parks, even though of course it's just spamming the same asset. It still makes a difference to the overall look when you have something like that. And of course we'll also need to do something then down here in the fun district. But that is still under construction. The next row of hotels is finished. 170 tourists just arrived. So we're getting really crazy with the tourist numbers now. And once again, I would then like to, of course, also have my park area here then close to these hotels. And in between, of course, as well. Unfortunately, this is always something that's... It's a bit of a problem there to me.
The election is a landslide,
And of course we won. Nothing needs to be changed there. Another bigger park that I would like to have than here. So that's a bit closer to the hotels, of course. And perhaps also on the other side of the road. Yep.
Presidente, I know you
And yeah, crime safety we also need to get up. And then we can have some more buildings here then, I don't know, another hotel perhaps or anything like that. This road continues all the way then to the family resource that we have. And of course, they're also going to see some parks around them. And as we can see, it's all coming a bit together there now. Actually, we could make a bigger park out of that one here. Or we could even have, I don't know, another restaurant in this area. That would fit in too. How's it looking in my luxury district? What I can see, the beach villas are already fully used. No problem here. All of them are full. And also the cruise ships are fully used already, making us a profit there, I think. And not that little, to be honest. So they can actually make quite... They can pump out quite a few things. So let's just go ahead and also add a few more cruise ships. We could have another one. I mean, this is the beach area after all, right? I don't want to have too many of them spammed up. But we can definitely have another one out here then. The Yacht Club is also coming along. And also my next super villa is over here. Another fantasy review has been finished. And we're looking at 80 tourist rating now. Perfect. Tourist capacity is at 700 almost. And almost 600 of that is used already. This is what I like to see. Meanwhile, the fun beach area is also coming along. The roller coaster has been finished. And also my aqua parks, both of them. And yeah, well, filling up already nicely. Together with my hang gliders. Of course, we should add a few more things then to this area. We can have a souvenir shop, even though I think they're not really being used, if I'm being honest here. Also, definitely with some more entertainment. Let's go ahead with another restaurant. I love restaurants in general, so we can have definitely a bunch of them here. And another one probably then over here. It's going to be a bit tricky here squeezing in those parks though. I might need to rethink that road system though. If I want that. We could still try it. No, we need to do it like that. Unfortunately, the game is just really bad with curved roads and parks around it. So you can't just plaster them full with parks left and right. And I would really like to do this for some occasions here. Let's have another restaurant here then by the beach area. And also by the parks, of course. And then we can just go ahead and continue with some more parks along the road now. And after a while, when everything is coming together, it's not looking so bad, even though curved problems we have, as always. Yeah, with a good tourist rating. As you can see, all the hotels are full. So not a single space available there. These are single travelers there. So they take up the room, but that's it. Now for the empty spots, let's continue with a beauty farm. Very important, really, for people to get over here and get a bit more dressed up. And of course, let's also make a nice surrounding here. And then we have this area still available. And I think we haven't had one of these in a long time, a restaurant. We can definitely squeeze in nicely. So towards the park looking. Just trying to fill in now the blank spots here, but it's tricky, unfortunately. And as we can also see, all of them are full. So waiting times for the fun area is insane. Even the roller coaster is having insane waiting times? No, that can't be true. Oh, network balance is bad. We need to do something about that for sure. Let's just check it out on the other side. We have, of course, our wind parks. We have the nuclear reactor. Oh, yes, we are pretty bad looking right now. I might actually go ahead and just get us a second nuclear power plant. I mean, we do need to power our district somehow. And uranium we should have a lot. Yes, we have 800 in one. So the second one will be full there as well. And let's also go ahead and get us another solar power plant up there somehow. Out here. Let's quickly build this, to be honest, because I do need that power ASAP. And there we have it once again. And you are also going for full budget here and job quality increase. Just waiting for some uranium now. But even with the solar power plant here, we're already having a positive work balance again. Work balance, I say. The power balance, of course. That's the important thing here. Another restaurant coming up. Perfect. And I would also like to finish that beauty farm. That's another tourist attraction. What I can see, though, is this one actually does need a direct road connection, right? So a park is not enough. So we'll need to move it a bit closer to the road. Does it work? It doesn't work. No road connection. Oh. That's the road connection. Alright. There you go. A dual demand, modernize a mansion or build a museum of modern art. I think we already have one of these. And this is capitalist standing. You don't see this so often. Let's modernize a mansion. And let's have also some more parks around that. Looking good. As this whole district is coming together slowly. Of course, there's still lots of room. Let's have a quick look at my luxury district. How's it looking there with the super villas? This one's empty still. The luxury hotel is still empty. Bid villas are fully used. There's some tourists here in the gourmet restaurant. And these are being fully used, the villas. But the luxury hotels, there's not that many people yet that would like to join them. Right, let's go ahead and modernize a mansion. I think we have one on the back of it that I could use.
Pleasure doing business.
Let's increase our capitalist standing with that right away. By the way, speaking about standings, there's a very cool one that we can use. And I think it was in the aqua park. One-time standing increase with the environmentalist faction. You can do this for every aqua park. So I can do this 2 times right now for those two. That's 20 increase for the environmentalist faction. Let's also go with the high water pressure. At least the funfair pier is being used by a lot of people. And our second nuclear power plant is also coming along. So with that, we have a network balance of 1,200 megawatt now. Very good. So we definitely have some room. Even though, of course, we're going to need all of that pretty soon.
It's time for Celebrity 60 Seconds.
Of course, a lot of new workers went to Tropico now with all the new tourism. So first of all, the unemployment rate is really down. Perfect. But we do have a few more homeless people in the poor and well-off area. So we definitely need to provide some living space for these guys. And for that, we do have that area here that I can still develop a bit further. And I would like to, go ahead with the flop house, higher quality residential building. We also have the tenement that is a lower quality residential building. That's it though for the poor, right? I don't have any other buildings that would come close to this. So let's go ahead with some flop houses in this area. And yeah, we can go ahead and just have them here. Like this. Let's make that road there, by the way. And have a few parks in between, right? So these people definitely deserve some park area. To improve also the quality of the surrounding. Another capitalist standing increase there. I'm going ahead with this, of course. Modernize another mansion. I can do this all day. By the way, you remember the financial crisis that we have right now? It's real. So offices from 120,000 down to 34,000 only on the income side. And the offshore office is going down to 18,000 at the moment. So my profits are tanking hard because of that. We still make a profit here though. But it's very close there. Oh, it's getting closer. And I hope it doesn't come to anything bad. For the flop houses, I would really like to electrify all of them soon. So that's going to be a nice boost then to them. And for the well-off, let's add a few more apartments. We could also go with the skyscrapers, but seriously, I don't want to have too many skyscrapers everywhere. So apartments are fine too. There's the metro station. Let's keep a bit of a distance to that. Right, and then also here a few more. And, you know what? Let's just make this one full. Like so. And then we can just also have another row of parks going from the fire station all the way then to these apartments. And there is another road that leads out. I don't know what I need this road for yet. We'll just see.
Oh, wow. Is that a cleric? Whew, so retro.
Build museum once
I play
again.
science,
Yeah, let's go with the Museum of Modern Arts this
Anyhow,
time. By the way,
Presidente,
mansion
we need
upgrades.
something
We
from
have one modern
and
mansion
also
here. Let's go ahead
our
with the
games are
next
lagging.
one.
Our money's at
Also
work,
get us the
Prez.
capitalist
I
standing in.
auctioned the
Very
stock,
good.
stocked up on
And
options, stopped all
I would
the
also like to have a luxury hotel, another one. The skyscraper hotel. We don't have that yet. Fair quality accommodation with 16 rooms. The guests must be rich or better. And of course, we're going to get this one into my skyscraper district right over there. So we could have it right next to the mall. Next to the, or close to the... Yeah, definitely close to the metro station. But how should we do it? Like this, I think, would be best. Alright, and then of course we have some parks around it. Increase the rating, even though it's pretty bad looking here in the center. Now the prime question is, do we need a road connection directly? Let's build it right away. Boom, there it is. No, it does not. Perfect. It has a road connection with the park. That's fine. Right here in the city center now. That's it for now. I'll just wait for the first tourists to come in then here. The first mall, by the way, is pretty overwhelmed. Let's build a second one right away. Over here. We definitely do need more shopping. You know what? Let's make it a bit different. Let's have a cathedral here. I think that just fits in way better to the residentials. And on the back of it, we're going to have then a shopping mall. But there's going to be a bit of a park area in between. Also, hooray, the global financial predicament has ended, and with that, profits should rise again for my offices. Yeah, by now we can see that all the restaurants here are fully used. Ah, there's one spot left. More refugees again. Deny refugee access. I think this time we have to do it. We're already pretty crowded. Nah, let's accept all of them. What the hell? Let's just do it. We got vacant homes. 85 still left. That's poor and well off, primarily, of course. That's the primary people that we have, right? And unemployment rate is also actually pretty down, so let's just go ahead with that. And we still have lots of room for more buildings, of course. Probably not a very good thing that there's a fire at the nuclear power plant. Let's send in the helicopter right away.
60 seconds. Only on Canal Uno. Eden Moray left Tropico today, stating that he wanted to spend more time with his nearest
There's the
neighbors.
helicopter coming in, way faster than the firefighters. He will douse the flames, and with that, flames are gone. Whew, no fallout at the moment. So far so good. Tropico is growing. We got a few fires here now, thanks to the meteor shower, and also some more refugees, closing in on the 2,000 population. And then we continue onwards here. Stay tuned.